The heat wave continues in the South. The U.S. advanced in the Women's World Cup, and we lost a legend of 80s pop culture. That's some of what we'll get to on The 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Jeff Pierre. It's Tuesday, August 1st. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. First up, the endless heat wave in the southern U.S. will continue this week. The heat wave is now entering its third month. This week's dangerous heat will focus on the central and southern plains, the lower Mississippi Valley, and the Gulf Coast states. New Orleans, which is used to punishing levels of heat and humidity, could see some of its most extreme conditions on record, with heat indexes over 115 degrees. This is all part of a bigger problem. Last month was packed with weather anomalies around the world. Scientists said it was a glimpse of the unforeseen consequences that will come as the world grows hotter. Number 2, Donald Trump's fundraising committees are burning through cash. Trump's joint fundraising committee raised $53.9 million over the first 6 months of the year, but spent more than $52 million. These numbers come from new disclosures of campaign fundraising and spending. The former president is raising more money than his rivals for the Republican 2024 nomination, but his mounting legal problems are putting a big strain on his campaign funds. The reports show that Trump campaign officials are moving money among his different fundraising entities to ease that financial strain. Number 3, Paul Reubens, the actor who played Pee Wee Herman, has died. If you ever got into a fight that sounded like this when you were a kid,
I know you are, but what am I?
You're an idiot.
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are.
you have Paul Reubens to thank. The actor and comedian was a fixture of children's TV and movies as the iconic character Pee Wee Herman. Picture his trademark gray suit, red bow tie, and white shoes. He was both petulant and sweet, a true Peter Pan character for 80s kids and beyond. His publicist released a statement from Reubens, who apologized to his fans for not going public about his battle with cancer. He died on Sunday at 70 years old. Angus Cloud, the Euphoria actor, has also died. That's number 4. He's best known for playing the kind-hearted high school drug dealer, Fez O'Neill, on the HBO teen drama series. It was his first big role. Cloud buried his father last week, and his family said yesterday that he had been struggling with his mental health. He was only 25. Number 5.
He does pass ahead. Headed forward, look out there! A break, a shot off the post! That's incredible!
The U.S. narrowly advanced to the knockout stage of the Women's World Cup. Soccer fans like me were up early this morning, and we watched a real nail-biter. The U.S. tied Portugal 0-0 in New Zealand. That was just enough to secure second place in Group E. The Netherlands came out on top after a 7-0 dismantling of Vietnam. It's the first time the U.S. has only won one of its matches in group play at the Women's World Cup. The U.S. will go on to play the winner of Group G on Sunday at 5 a.m. Eastern, and that will most likely be Sweden. Number 6. The National Institutes of Health will study potential treatments for long COVID. The NIH announced yesterday that it's launching 4 clinical trials to test the safety and effectiveness of treatments for several symptoms of long COVID, and more trials will follow. Long COVID doesn't have an agreed-upon definition, but can feature a constellation of 200 symptoms in the wake of a coronavirus infection. A post-analysis estimated that about 14 million Americans are living with it. The new trials will focus on treatments for specific long COVID issues, including brain fog, memory loss, sleep disturbances, and heart and breathing problems. It's a step that many long COVID patients say is long overdue. And at number 7, a man is suing Taco Bell over the amount of filling in Mexican pizzas and crunch wraps. New Yorker Frank Siragusa filed a class action lawsuit yesterday. He's arguing that Taco Bell engages in unfair and materially misleading advertising. You see, last year he bought a Mexican pizza from the fast food chain, looking forward to its thick layer of ground meat and beans. But what he got disappointed him. A flat and unappealing product with only half of the meat filling that he had expected from the ads he'd seen. Or so his lawsuit alleges. Siragusa and the lawsuit's other plaintiffs are seeking over $5 million in damages from Taco Bell, and they're asking the company to correct its advertisement or stop selling the items. And just like that, you are all caught up. You know that we love hearing from you, so don't forget to rate the show if you're listening on Spotify. If you listen to The 7 on Apple, you can write the show a review and tell us what you think. I'm Jeff Pierre, and I will meet you back here tomorrow.